Unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Forced out to his left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And he's brought down after a very nice nice gain. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 35 on second down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this. They'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing is Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So we've reached halftime here. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
He's got daylight. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 50 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. the botch PAT. They're set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, 62 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards, the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Jones. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to... Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression. And when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They run with Edmonds. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown run. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Murray, he'll try and run it. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 88 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Boy, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. They're going to look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
70, Indy.
Back to throw. This to Jarwin. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.